What's popping up, fam? First time in history, I'm recording two videos the same day, or at least uploading. Usually I like for months or weeks, whatever. And the reason is like honestly just happened to me like less than an hour ago, and I would love to know when too far it's too far. Especially when it comes to family because my dad's family, I've always seen like that. I always seen like that division, like you always have that family drama, politics, like oh this uncle doesn't like that uncle, and so on and so forth. So you know there is certain stuff that we as human beings take as a standard. For example, like being respected, and if I feel somebody's disrespecting me, I'm like, I'm gonna do something about it, yes or yes, right? That's how I usually think, unfortunately, but working sales on a retail store taught me so many things and that valuable stuff. For example, let's say you sell somebody this book online, and they just return it because the delivery driver was really rude to them, whatever. But they get mad at you and they say, hey, I just want this, and like on a mood way, right? So you have to understand that that person is pissed at a situation, not at you. It's never personal. She just dissatisfied with the product, the delivery guy, whatever it is. Like it happened to me like a few days ago. Like the delivery guy literally just didn't deliver the package. And he just, oh no, it's on. I couldn't find it. I'm like, dude, you're supposed to drop it off at the front door, right? And the guy just left it at the UPS store. So I had literally to go to the store and just pick it up. The store was 4 minutes, 5 minutes away from my home. No big deal, but like that just cuts out all the reasons why you go for Amazon Prime. Like, dude, you want your stuff at your doorstep, not like, oh, sorry, I didn't find you. Like, let's be honest, all the stuff you order, when you get back from work or when you wake up or whatever it is, it's gonna be there, right? It's not like, oh, I have to go home, like I gotta wait for, like, no, that's not how it usually works. And I really got pissed at that situation, because it really threw me off the whole schedule. And you know I don't know. I mean, it got me really pissed, that stupid situation. As a seller, I know I didn't leave a seller feedback. I left the feedback for the actual Amazon system and all the shit. But back to it, it's like, the way I see it, it is about looking at the long term or the big picture. Like this guy, it's one of my family members. He really called me and he was really pissed and had nothing to do with me directly, right? But he needed to do something. Let's say they asked for two and I gave him two, and now the person is asking for two more. And I can't disclose what it is, obviously. But I think he is pissed to the fact that the person is asking for more and it's delaying his stuff, or maybe that he doesn't like to ask for certain things or depend on certain stuff, or just depend on people in general. I don't know, honestly. But the thought that it comes to my mind, like, right, he's pissed at the situation. He couldn't get it done as fast as he wanted to, and that's completely fine. Hey, no hard feelings. That's completely fine. You couldn't get it done as fast as you would, and I would get pissed as well. Personally speaking. But the fact that people think that you owe them something, it's like not happening, dude. Like that's just how I feel. Like everything I have, it's from me. Like I've made it happen, like anything here in my room, the laptop, I made it happen because I'm the one making the payments, I'm the one that's doing the work, I'm the one that's doing, like, did you help me? Hell yeah, of course you helped me at the beginning, but afterwards, like, yeah, yeah, there you go, like a little jump start. Not gonna lie, it was good, yes sir, but I feel like I already repaid that more than twice. But all the stupid favors you get asked from certain people in your family, and your parents are always like, oh yeah, but they did this or they did that. Like you have, like, it's okay up to a certain extent, but same way, like I feel like repaying my parents, right? Like again, this is just the mindset of a 23-year-old in 2020. Don't backlash at me or something, but it's like my parents, right? Like they sacrificed everything. They built for 40 years, Um, they were growing and stuff like that, and I feel like I would repay them once I get them back. Their Like I can tell, hey mom, that house is yours. It's paid off, and also, guys, I'm gonna be sending you, each of you, $10,000 every month for the rest of your life. I feel there that like I repay them. Of course, it won't mean like it will stop like getting more or just giving like, and don't see like as a perspective of just money, but it's more like, hey, you are okay, you can spend, or if you want something you can just go get it. But more than that, it's like you don't have to rely on a job, you don't have to work days you don't feel like, you can still working, that's none of my business. But sometimes you just hate what you do and you want to find what actually makes you happy. That's what I to me it's so important, like to take care of their bills, everything, and give them extra money so they can do whatever they want. I mean, and I pretty sure 85% of me says that it will never happen that way because my parents just don't like that lifestyle. Like I like buying stuff they don't like, so we're just different, and that's completely fine. And even if I can buy them like a $5 million home, maybe they just want a $150,000 apartment. Hey, as long as I can provide for them, I'm grateful. So that's to me repay them. So for this guy, it's just like so annoying. Like, I'm not asking you to ask me every day how's my day or good morning, like, but dude, like, the last 10 calls all are asking for a favor to help you as. Like, I never call you, I never call the person, I never ask for favors, like, literally everything, nothing. Like, the only thing it's like, can I just go pick up this package that just arrived? And even though I just changed the whole stuff to come to the actual address I'm living in right now, and it sucks. I mean, because the subconscious mind instantly, not the subconscious mind, your brain, he knows the drug that you love, right? And animals, um let's say you have a little dog crossing the street and you're about to kill him, he's gonna fly away. Like, his hormones of stress is gonna make him take action, fight or flight, and he's gonna be gone, and then he's gonna land somewhere safe, and literally like this, it's gonna be gone. His stress, it's gone. He cannot recall what happened to the car. He might know that, hey, I cannot cross the street like this because that might happen. Yes, because you see them like they're getting smart. But human beings, if that happened to you, like somebody cut you off in traffic, you're gonna be pissed. By the time you get at work, you're gonna remember the person that cut you off in traffic, and the same hormones are gonna be triggered. Like you living that all over again. Like if you watch the past video, if you're going on chronological order, you're gonna see it's from my ex. So my mind can send me back in time because they don't know. It doesn't know how to differentiate imagination from reality. By reliving situations, you are just using your imagination, and you trigger the same hormones in your whole body. So this guy calls me, and literally, like, as soon as he hung up on me, everything starts going wrong here because my mind, my vibration just shift incredibly down. And even though I know all this, it's easier said than done, and I'm still working on it, as you can see. Like, I had to make this video just to let go of some stuff, and it sucks. It really sucks that just the human body is like that, and we have to keep training them day in, day out, day in, day out. Because I was telling myself, like, no, 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 like, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it. Like, any kind of distractions. I'm even thinking about going to the pool just like to let go all that shit. But bottom line is that sometimes people are just mad at situations. But I mean, sometimes I mean like 99% of the time. If I'm mad at something, I mean, am I mad at him? Yes, because it's not the situation; it's him. Like the way he treated me. I'm like, all right, like you need to have a little bit of self awareness. I don't care how mad you are. You rely on me at this point in time. Like you need something from me, and if I don't give it to you, you cannot move forward with your shit. So it's like, you know, it sucks that people are just so dumb. Like same shit happened with my ex. Hey, you like literally I was helping her so much that she knew I could end it like this. Of course I didn't do it until she gave me a reason, and then gone. But that's a, like, you gotta be a little bit more smart than that in general. Like I'm not talking about rematch or like you want to be spiteful to people. No, that's not about it. But just having self-aware, like, right now I live in my dad's house, home, his place, and I know that if I start violating his rules or like disrespecting him in front of everybody, that privilege is gonna be gone. It's gonna be like, just get out of my house, and all this is gonna be gone, and then I have to start all over again or just move somewhere else, whatever it is. But you get the point, and you need that self awareness. Even if it wasn't my dad, maybe it was another dude, a roommate. Same shit happens, Somebody needs to be gone, and I know it's a lot of stupid stuff, a long story here, but I think the whole point I'm trying to drive home is, if this happens to you, like it just did to me, do not react, just respond. And I'm so grateful that I did respond. I didn't react, and actually, he's the one that hung up on me and stuff. I'm like, oh, cool. And then, whatever. I sent him whatever he needed. But please, guys, please, 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 from the bottom of my heart, do not react. Just respond. There's like a little, tiny, short amount of time between what happened and how do you react or respond. So that frame of like half second, 10 seconds, I don't know how much it is. And this frame, I just caught him in the flag. Hey, what's up? Like when that happened, I felt his energy, all of that. So okay, something is going off on his end, not a big deal. But then the way he talked to me, and then I just asked a question, he went off. But before he went off, before I even asked the question, I knew I had a little bit on my mind, like, what are gonna be the repercussions of all this? What's gonna be it? And yeah, I'm just so happy and grateful that I'm learning, and I implement as I go. Sometimes you just have to learn how to just respond and not react, because as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I know this video is all over the place, I'm sorry, but as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, it's all about legacy, like, I personally don't care, like, I honestly don't care. Whatever happens, happens. Like I always tell my mom, I fear no man. I just fear the one above me that made me and brought me to this world, which is God. If you believe in the universe, that's the universe. I believe on it too, the infinite intelligence that brought me here. God put me here, like something bigger than me, that I connect to Him every single day. But that's the only thing that I fear in the world. And it's not fear, it's respect. Like He has rules, like God has rules, the mandaments, I think is how you call it in English, or the universe has its laws, and you have to follow that. Like, you cannot feel like, oh, gravity won't happen because I'm a badass. Like, bitch, it's gonna see you happening every day. Same stuff with consequences in life regarding to the Bible stuff or the laws of the universe. And when it comes to that, is that I just don't want that to happen to my family. Like, I want them to grow up to a certain extent to enjoy their whole family. Like, I never liked that little beef from like 25 years ago with my dad and his cousin. And because his cousin is from the other side of the family, like, we don't talk to that side of the family. And I'm like, that's really, like, that's so dumb and stupid. But at the same time, I take shit from nobody, humanly being, or even an animal. Like, if a dog's gonna bite me, I'll bite you first before you bite me. That's just how I am. I'm just reckless in that end. And people like it, people don't like it. I give zero fucks. As you can see, I dropped out of college, didn't care. I quit my job because I just really didn't feel like it. And nobody's gonna make me do stuff I don't feel like doing unless it's work. Because, hey, I have to get that work done. But yeah, I mean, I'm not telling you to be like me, and I'm telling you to disrespect people. No, you have to learn your best to start responding instead of reacting. But at the same time, there's a little fine line that you have to know. Like, hey, you have to respect my name. And at the end of the day, guys, this video is recorded in 2020. I'm 110% confident, as the sun's gonna go down after 7 p.m. today, that 5 years from now, even a year from now, shit's gonna be way different for me. And time always tells, I get to see people that are just like trapped in a paradigm for over 20 years, which they cap their salary or their income to $40,000 a month, a year, and they look balling and shit. Yeah, you look balling to the guy on 20,000. Just to give an example, what happens when that 20,000 guy starts investing in himself? It just keeps going up, 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 up. Like it won't happen like that. It'll happen like this for years, 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 and then boom, up. Like you see Jeff Bezos, you see Elon Musk, you see Mark Cuban. Like nobody knew them. Mark Zuckerberg, like YouTube itself, this platform, this app, nobody knew him back in 2008. I honestly don't know when it was launched, but I know Shane Dawson started putting up videos in 2008, and I honestly saw the app like relevant on 2020, 2019, 2019 it was like relevant to like, oh, I'm gonna consume content, I'm gonna check this series he put up or whatever videos it is. Like that's just me. uh it literally over 10 years, and now it's poppy. Now I actually see it every time, like every time I want to let go of my mind. YouTube, if you can see it right here, YouTube, you see Bob Proctor, everything YouTube. But that's life, and I'm confident like my life it's just will just keep going up and up, and that's where you see the difference. I know this is a long video, but this happens to my. I just have to give you this perspective and example that I truly believe in, and it is that by the time my mom was pregnant with me, of course my parents are always been together. They are not divorced. Knock on wood. Thank God. They were living in an aunt's place, right? My aunt's place. And once my aunt found out that my mom was pregnant, she kicked them out. She just kicked them out of the house. She didn't care, or at least that's what I know. As far as I'm concerned, they got kicked out. Like, believe me, like that would be so rough. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, your family, like you're gonna treat me like shit. Regardless of what happened afterwards, years pass by. Years pass by. Her kids, unfortunately, they have some mental issues, difficulties. I don't know what's the right wording for that. I'm not talking bad about anybody. It's just how the universe works. As I explained the rules, all the laws, and anything. And, she did wrong from my point of view on that end because I was the one being born. But regardless, I will be so bad if you do it to somebody, regardless if I know them or not. Like, hey. And that happened. Years passed by. I'm looking at years like 17 years later. Dad's doing great. He's investing. He's like taking risks, and she starts going down the road like south, like all her life going bad. And not to wish her bad stuff. It's just that she brought it to herself. Just because you do something bad today doesn't mean you're gonna get a karma back today. It might take years. It might take generations, and that's bad. That's just like violating the rules. That just violate rules. And today, my dad is the one that provides for her, that sends her money to get food, that sends her money to buy medicines, that sends her medicines. That she's like, my dad has a lot of apartments, real estate back in Venezuela, where I'm from. And she goes there. Of course, she like go takes her of the place, go takes a look to check everything is great. But like, if she needs something, my dad's always like there. And it really sucks that she did that, like of course you have to let go of shit and whatnot. But when it comes to that, like you see how it worked out, and the people are so ignorant that they believe that stuff like this is gonna stay the same for the next 50 years. Hell no. I know my 15-year-old sister, she's gonna be great, she's gonna be awesome. I really hope she's gonna be bigger than me. And if not, that's great. I still love her, I still support her in any way, shape, or form. And the youngest one, that's what I truly feel, it's gonna skyrocket out of nowhere. She won't need any degree, nothing. She's like so awesome. But the point here is that you just need to be nice to people overall. They're below you, I don't care. Like I personally go out with certain friends, and you always see how they treat the servers, how they treat the buzzers, how they treat the people below them, because nobody's above anybody. We're all the same. What differentiate us is how we spend our time. Like, hey, I'm literally doing work, and literally what Proctor, you see all these quotes like charts. I need to do what to do, like all this stuff. Like that's just how I spend my time sitting here doing work. 70% of the time, there 30% just procrastinating. But I always see that on people. How do you treat them? How? Because I don't care how much money I have or how good I look. I'll still hold the door open for somebody taking out the trash from a restaurant if I'm on the way, of course. Like if I'm getting in and I see this person getting out, I'll just hold the door for you. Or an old lady, even a young lady. I don't really care. A kid or something, like just be nice. And that's what I mean. That's just like the whole point. Like I know you might be pissed at a situation. Breathe and then talk to whatever you need or whoever you needs a favor from you. Like you know what I mean? I don't know. This is like a nonsense video. I'm still gonna upload it because maybe somebody like you or somebody here is dealing with all this shit. And even if somebody, one person, watches this to the end, which I really hope, I'm crossing my fingers, all of them, um, I'll feel great, fulfilled. Let me know down the comments. I know I might say a lot of I'm sorry, but let me know down the comments if that really helped you, because I'm not unique. None of us are. We're different, yes, but when it comes to problems, I might have the same problem as an extra billion people in the world. You know. Um. Yeah. I think that's it for this video. I never edit my videos, as you can see, just raw content, because I just do real talk, and I talk a lot too, so that's bad. But yeah, man, to you people know that every action has a reaction, and that's how the world works, and it has been working like that for zillions of years, and it will keep working like that. I don't care if you're rich, I don't care if you're broke, I don't care if you're white, if you're black, if you're yellow, if you're red, I don't care your color. um, Rules apply for everybody. We're all humans, we all make mistakes. It's all about learning from them and moving on, and honestly just teaching others, help them with those struggles down the road. So peace, I'm out here.